How's it going, guys, and welcome back to FM Scout. This is ABTFM, and today we are going to talk about top 10 players to sign in FM21. So there are a variety of players in this video, and these are just my personal opinion. So keep in mind that all the players' ability will be different in different saves due to the negative potential ability. So even the same players might not have exactly the same ability in two different saves. So in today's video, the player that I am going to mention, some of them are Wonderkids, some of them are big name players, and some of them are actually players that you could get for a smaller club. So I know 10 players aren't enough for one video, so there will be a part 2 in the future for sure. Also, you can leave your comment down below and tell us who is a top signing so far in FM21. So before we start the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notified so you wouldn't miss out any of our video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the first player on the list. Let's start with some Wonderkids here. So the first player on the list is Andrea Papetti, who is currently playing for Brescia. Well, I believe most of you guys know this defender because he is one of the best center back in the later stage of the game. So look at his attributes at the start of the game. He is looking pretty good, isn't it? Only 18 years old, good determination, great physical and technical ability. And the good thing is you can approach to sign him straight away at the beginning of the game because he is currently in his youth contract. So you have to be quick though, because I see Arsenal always get him. So alright, we are just going to simulate 5 years and see where he is at and how good he is. Here we are in 2025, and here we go. Andrea Papetti is now at Real Madrid with incredible attributes as well. His physical is insanely good, his mental ability is great, although his tackling and marking are not that good, but he is only 22 years old, which means he can still grow and become even better. Well, let's now have a look at the career stats. So he actually stayed with Brescia until 2021 and then joined Real Madrid with £19.5 million. Well, never really started playing for them until 2023-24 season, then slowly become their first choice centre back. Well, he looks incredible, and I think you should definitely try to sign him at the start of the game. Andrea Papetti, ladies and gentlemen. So the next player on the list is another centre back, Wonderkid by the name of Anel Ahmedhodzic. Well, I try my best to pronounce his name, but I believe I still get it wrong. Anyway, he looks really good at the start of the game. Good determination again. Defensively, his attributes look great. Physically, he is good as well, and he is currently valued at £1.3 million. And I believe you will need to pay somewhere between £5 million to £7 million to get him into your team. Well, let's now have a look at the future Ahmedhodzic. So he is now playing for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga, valued at £42 million, and he looks really good. Very good technical ability as a defender, mental attributes look good, physical wise he is good as well. So looking at his career stats, he did a little bit of traveling around the world, went to PSG for £6 million, then joined Bayern for £25.5 million. Well, interestingly, I believe he doesn't really start a lot of game for both PSG and Bayern, but his value is way higher than Andrea Papetti. Anyway, he is still a great player, so try to sign him earlier in the game. Moving on, we have the Brazilian striker Brenner, who is currently playing in the Brazilian League. Well, once again, I'm sure most of you guys know him because he is one of the best strikers in the later stage of the game as well. Anyways, looking at his attributes, he is already very good. Already have 15 finishing and dribbling, and I think his physical ability is great as well. He is currently valued at £4.2 million, and I think you will need around £15 million to sign him, so he's fairly expensive. Well, I'm very excited to see how good he is in the next 5 years. Wow, he looks incredible. Well, great finishing, great dribbling, and great off the ball. Physical attributes are so good. Well, you definitely love to have him as your starting striker, don't you? In terms of the career stats, he joined Atalanta at around £19 million, then joined Hoffenheim for £34 million. Well, that's a huge amount of money involved. Well, he had a great season with them, 32 appearances in the league, scored 17 goals and 5 assists. Well, I think he is a real deal, so get him now into your team. Well, next player on the list is the goalkeeper Wonderkid Martin van der Voort, arguably the best young goalkeeper in FM21. Well, he's looking okay at the start of the game. Probably not a starting goalkeeper, but he would be decent for a backup option. Currently valued at around 900k, and I believe you can get him with a pretty cheap amount of price if you are managing a big club. I've seen him become a very good goalkeeper in the future, replacing Alisson Becker at Liverpool, also going to big clubs like Juventus and Barcelona. So let's now have a look at the future Van der Voort. Alright, 23 years old goalkeeper playing for Hertha Berlin at the moment. Well, I mean, his attributes look really insane for a goalkeeper. I don't think I need to comment on his goalkeeping ability. Wow, 18 positioning, wow. Even his physical looks really good. So he stayed with KRC Genk until 2023-24 season, then joined Hertha Berlin for £29 million. Well, he made 34 appearances this season, considered 40 goals in the league, 11 clean sheets, so that's not too bad, I believe. So if you need a goalkeeper, get this Belgian youngster. Next up, I have Manuel Ugarte, the Wonderkid that I love a lot in FM21. Well, he's currently playing for Phoenix in the Uruguayan league, and you can get him with only around £2 million. He looks very decent at the start of the game. I have seen a lot of people are actually making profit from him at a later stage of the game, because some people say that he doesn't develop very well, but they gain about £30 million profit by selling him to the big clubs. Well, anyways, let's now have a look at him after 5 seasons. Manuel Ugarte is now at Tottenham Hotspurs, but interestingly, he is actually transfer listed. Well, his attributes are not as insane as the previous players, very well rounded in terms of his ability, currently valued at £29 million and earning around 50k per week. And he was playing for a lot of clubs as well, joined Bayern Munich for £3 million but only played for their second team, went back to Uruguay and played for a season, joined Tottenham Hotspurs for £21.5 million and went out on loan to the French League, then played 22 games for Tottenham this season. Well, he is not a bad option, and I think if you need decent and cheap midfielder, you could consider bringing in Ugarte into your team. The 6th player on the list, also the last Wonderkid on the list, Nicolo Rovella, another defensive midfielder that you can offer him a contract straight away at the start of the game because he is holding a youth contract. Well, he's looking pretty good, to be fair. Very good attributes for an 18-year-old defensive midfielder. 17 determination is a good plus for a youngster. So now, let's have a look at him in the future. Well, Rovella is currently playing for Arsenal. Well, his attributes looks very good for a midfielder. Great physical, well-rounded mental attributes, and his passing ability is looking great as well. While Arsenal signed him for £4.2 million straight away at the start of the game, loaned him out to Fulham, then started give him playing time at the 2023-24 season. Then he just had a really great season, started 32 appearances and scored 5 goals, made 2 assists. Really good player, so sign him immediately at the start of the game. Alright, enough of the Wonderkids. Here we are with my personal favorite in FM21, Hans Hateboer, the right back, who is currently playing for Atalanta. Well, I personally think he is a bargain if you are looking for a good attacking fullback. I've signed him in my PSG series and he was doing a superb job in my team. Well, you can easily get him for around £8 million, which I think it is a very decent amount of price, and his attributes looks very good for a fullback. Look at that, mental attributes and physical attributes, he is just so good. So 5 years later, he will be in his 30s, so let's check him out. Alright, Hans Boyer is now playing in the Premier League. 31 years old, valued at £22 million, and his mental attributes and physical attributes are still great. Technically, he is alright. So he joined West Ham United at the 21-22 season with £11 million, well, decent amount of money, and he was playing at least 30 games in every single season. Well, not many assists, but he did score some goals for West Ham. So yes, if you need a right back that can immediately upgrade your squad, go for him, Hans Boyer. Alright, so if you are managing a smaller club fighting against relegation in the Premier League, or if you are in the Championship, here are the players that you might want to look at, and the player that I'm going for is the former Arsenal player Jack Wilshere. Well, his attributes actually look very good, however we all know that the injury might be an issue for him. Well, he's a free agent now, means that you can immediately try to offer him a contract. Although he might not be able to play for the entire season, he will be a very good addition as a backup in the Premier League or even a regular starter in the Championship. Alright, so Jack Wilshere is now 33 years old. His physical is so poor right now. Other than balance, all the other attributes are lower than 10. Well, his mental attributes are alright. Technical ability went down a lot, so he played in the Dutch league for 3 seasons, and interestingly, he did not make a single appearances in the first season in the Eredivisie. So he was released again, I believe, and joined Astana in the Kazakhstan league. Well, not a great result we want to see, but I still stand my point that if you're looking for a Championship player, go for Jack Wilshere. Number 8, the next player we are looking at is the French midfielder Rémi Walter. Well, he's only 25 years old and he is a free agent at the start of FM21. Well, Walter looks pretty well-rounded at the start of the game and he could be a very good Championship player, I would say. So let's see which club picks him up in the next 5 seasons. Well, Rémi Walter is now playing for Fatih Karagümrük. Okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce this again. Well, his attributes look okay, to be fair. Technically, it's okay. Mentally, he is still decent. Physical wise, he is alright. So he joined Trabzonspor. Oh my god, Trabzonspor in the Turkish league. Played for 2 seasons, then joined his current team. Well, from the stats himself, he started most of the game. Compared to Jack Wilshere, he is definitely not an injury prone. Younger and possibly could do a better job than Jack Wilshere. So another free Championship player if you are looking for Rémi Walter. Last but not least, I have a Spanish left back, Victor Alvarez, who is a free agent as well. Another well-rounded player with decent technical ability, mental ability and physical ability as well. Well, he is very fit for a Championship club, I would say, and I am very interested to see how well he is in the next 5 seasons. Well, Alvarez is currently playing at the Russian league with Krasnodar. 32 years old now and his attributes looks pretty decent, to be honest. Very well-rounded fullback, and I believe at the 32 years of age, he can still be a pretty good backup fullback even in the Premier League. Well, he joined CSKA Moscow, played for 3 seasons, then only joined Krasnodar. While looking at his stats, he actually made quite a lot of appearances, so he is not an injury prone as well. So if you're looking for an experienced fullback, you could just sign Victor Alvarez. Anyway, these are the top 10 players to sign in FM21. Well, let me know in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree with me. Well, tell me who's your best signing so far in FM21. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and that's all from me today. I am ABTFM and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.